Welcome back. You're rolling with the best, the Easy E Express. Today we have I got something special to show you. I finished another model kit. It is the S School Bus by Tom Daniels, and it was a model kit and they turned it into a Hot Wheels car. So let's check it out. Let's see what I did. Check out my model kit, and then I'll show you the original Tom Daniels Hot Wheels. Here's the model kit I did. Now this is a later version. You had to glue the front end on. It was in a smaller box. The older model was one piece. And this is a dragster. You check it out here. You flip the body up. You guys that know Hot Wheels, you will know that is the S School Bus. That is my model kit. I did not clear it yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to. It looks pretty good. It looks like a kind of like a pale yellow, the way the original was. See, I took out a lot of details on the bottom to make it look like an original Hot Wheels. I couldn't find Krager wheels, and the way the wheels are like mushed up, so I didn't paint the red lines on them either. I figured looks pretty good the way it is, so I'm going to leave that. Now here is the original S School Bus. It's like a palish yellow. Looks kind of got a lot of black in the color. I could have blackened mine up when I did it, but it's a flip up dragster, same as this one. See if I can flip this up. So that is what I came up with for my model kit. Now I only seen a couple variations of this. They only list one, like there's no variations. But there are. I've had two of them. Well, I've had a couple of them, but I had two at one time, and I sold one. But if you notice where the rivet would be, they call it a rivet, but it's actually a post and it's spun or unspun. That one is like starred, and some of them would be just a regular. Let's pull this up, more like a cap there. You can see the difference. They call this like a flower, but that's an original S School Bus in very good condition. A couple slight chips on the high edges, but that is mine from my collection. Now, they did other ones for Toys R Us. Here's one from a vintage series. It's the vintage series 2. It was at Toys R Us, and that is how they came in Toys R Us. And that's the yellow one. And oh yeah, here's what original button looks like for the original. That is what the button would look like if you had an original on an original card, which would look similar without the, all that. And here's the aftermarket button, or repop, whatever you would call it. So there's that. That was Toys R Us exclusive. You could get them at Toys R Us. And I was lucky enough in 1995 to sit down with Tom Daniels. And this bus here, I opened one up and had him autograph it. And that is Tom Daniels autographed on one of my school buses. And I want to thank Tom for that. I know it was way back in the day, but who knows if he sees this video. He might appreciate that. Next up, staying with the yellow school buses. Now this one came out at Target. It was in like a 4-pack. Same yellow design. Everything's the same. The only way you can tell that this was in a 4-pack versus the Toys R Us car would be the tampo on the rear. The Toys R Us was in red, and the one out of the 4-pack is in like a silvery chrome color. So you would know that that is out of the 4-pack from Toys R Us if you're chasing these cars. Next up, let's turn these around, make it look good. Next up will be another, this one's out of a gift pack too. I gotta go to my notes. The Gold Series. Well, here's another, well, let's do this. This is the other Toys R Us one. It's like a pale lime. And if you can see the difference in these. They were both Toys R Us cars. Had to finish that one off. Put that one up front. Pale lime. And the next up would be a gold one, which was in a, I believe this was in an 8-pack. Let me look at, what do I got? Gold Series 8-pack. Oh yeah, that was Toys R Us also. Came in their little 8-car gift pack, and it was really, really gold. You can see versus the pale, the color difference in that. Also had the lift up body, dragster style. Very cool, pretty awesome. And next up is the FAO Schwartz, which was in a 16-car gift pack from FAO Schwartz, and that is gold plated. They say it's gold plated. It looks gold plated to me. Very cool. That came out of a 16-car gift pack, which was in a box, and all the cars were gold plated back then. And then they also, after that, you know, this is pre-1996. And they started doing them, you know, they had some limited editions. What they had, a bunch of them. They had one for mothers. And then they came out with these for Target. The Super Chromes. This one's in gold. Came in chrome. This is the only one that I had handy. I'm sure I have more. But I just wanted to show you all of these. These, look at this, school buses. And give you a little info on them. Show you what to look for. Make sure if you're out at a flea market, you want to look for the base. And make sure it looks like this. You know, Hot Wheels. And you don't want it to say anything. If you're going to pay big money, you don't want to say like this right here, the Vintage Series, or anything like that if you're looking for an original. But that's about it. I appreciate you guys watching, subscribing, and all the comments I've been getting. So check me out on my Instagram, Roland_easy. If this is your first time to my channel, make sure you subscribe, click that bell for notifications, and stay easy. Keep on turning them Hot Wheels.